Hey guys, how are you? I hope that you're okay. I hope that you have been okay during the weekend. I know that some areas in Valley lost power, so I'm really sorry about that. I hope that that your family is okay, that you are okay. I know that a lot of you haven't had electricity, so I hope that you have the opportunity to send your classworks. Today we are going to do some questions in our notebook, and we are going to work from question 20 on. I know that we finished discussing the book. It was a very interesting book. I'm going to talk a little about the summary of the book based on the pictures, the illustrations that we have on the book. I think that the book is over here. Is it over here? Yeah. So I'm gonna make questions based on right, based on the pictures of the book or the illustrations. So let's copy the date in our notebook. These questions are gonna be a little different because I'm gonna give you two options in which you can answer them, or it's gonna be an open answer that you have to give a personal answer to them. So that's gonna depend on you. The only thing that I wish is that you answer them in complete sentences and not in very short sentences or in one or two words. So we'll see. I usually give you the answers to the questions, but this time I want to see how good has that been for you when I don't give you the complete answer or the answer at all. So we are going to write in the notebook. Today is Monday. Today is Monday, November the 30th, 2020. And then in there we are going to copy question number 21. See? 20. Oh, no, 20. Question number 20, because that's where we're at. Question number 20, because we copied until question number 19. So let's start. If we go to the cover of the book, if we move into the inside of the book a little, we see that the book is named The Magic Finger, and that's gonna be your first question. Question number 21 will be, why is the book called The Magic Finger? Why is the book called The Magic Finger? Why is the book called The Magic Finger? Now, for this question, there are multiple answers. It could be called because of the girl, because she has magical fingers, but also it could be called like that because of what happens to the Greeks because of the magic finger. So I need you to write in there as a complete answer. The book is called The Magic Finger because, and I need you to tell me why. Why is it called like that? Give me the answer of why. Tell me the reason why. Because of the girl, because of the magic, because of the dogs, because the finger changes things. Tell me why. That's it's gonna be different because I usually give you textually what the answer is gonna be, but I will give you the only part that I can give you is the book is called The Magic Finger because, and then the rest is gonna be in blank. You have to fill it in. Later, I need you to answer the following question. Question number 21. What is the name of the girl? What is the name of the girl? Now, some of you that read with me know that there's something very particular with the name of the girl, so you can write in there what happened to the name of the girl. So I'm going to leave that in blank. What is the name of the girl is going to have to be filled by you, okay? I don't know is not acceptable. You have to elaborate in there. Elaborate the answer. What happened? What did the author do with the name of the girl? Later we have the Greeks moving around. And we know that they like hunting and they were killing deer. And then we find the teacher, Mrs. What was her name? Winter. And something very horrendous happened to her. She turns into a cat because she was being very bad to a girl. And then this happens to her. So we are going to write in question number 22, what happens to the girl when she is angry? What happens to the girl when she is angry? What happens to the girl when she is angry? Okay? Remember, this is what happens to the girl. So you can write as a complete answer, when the girl is angry, she sees lights and magic happens. She activates the magic finger. She throws the magic finger at people, or nothing happens. What do you think happens when the girl is angry? Later on, we have the Gregs hunting, and then we have. Sorry, my cats. The dogs followed the Gregs. Okay, so then we have when the Gregs became dogs in the night. Remember that they changed their shape and their bodies through magic, and they became very small. So question number 23 would be, what does become means? What does become means? Remember that we said that become is a family of the word transform, because they change. So you're going to write in there, what does become means? That would be number 23. And your answer would be, become means to transform into something different, to change into an animal, to magically transform into something. That would be the meaning for become, if you ask me. Later on, we will see how they were crying because they lost their house and they had to make a nest with their mouth, and they were very happy. While in the meantime, the dogs were using the house to like if they were human. Later on, we see how the Gregs had to eat apples with their mouth because they didn't have any food. So question number 24 would be based on that. In this page, question number 24 would be, why is so difficult to eat apples without hands? Why is so difficult to eat apples without hands? Why is so difficult to eat apples without hands? Now, obviously, when you have an apple and you want to bite it, you have to grab it, right? And you have to catch it with your teeth, because if you don't, then you would have to, let's imagine that this is a table, and then I would have to try to hang up, but it would be very difficult because you would have to try that you can't because it's too big. So why is it very difficult to eat apples without hands? Well, you can write in there in the answer with complete sentences. It's very difficult to eat apples without hands because you have to hold them. You have to hold them with your hands. Or you can tell me the reason why is it so difficult. Later on, we see that the girl was calling home and she was worried about them, and then the dog replied the phone, and then the next morning the dogs were trying to shoot at the Gregs. So that would be our question number 25. Why were the dogs shooting at the Gregs? Why were the dogs shooting at the Gregs? Why were the dogs shooting at the Gregs? Remember, they were discussing because she was angry because all of her little dogs were killed by the Gregs. So we can answer in there, the dogs were trying to shoot the Gregs The dogs, this is the answer, the dogs were trying to shoot the Greeks, and now it could be because they killed their sons. The dogs were trying to shoot the Greeks because the Greeks shoot at the little ducklings, or because they like to kill animals, or because that was their revenge. But I need to see how are you going to answer that with the information given. Later on, we see that they discussed and they promised that they would not kill any more animals, and they were given the opportunity to change back into being normal people, and they were celebrating because they were not dogs anymore, and the dogs ran away. So in these last pages, we will see that all the Greeks were doing things that were not very characteristic of them. They were doing things that were good for the animals. So last question of today, number 26, will be, what happened to the Greeks? What happened to the Greeks? Now, this is a very, very big answer because there's a lot of things that happened to the Greeks. So this one, I'm not going to give you an answer at all. I want to see what you reply to it. So you are going to write the answer for that. Remember, complete sentence. Number 26 is the only one that you're going to answer alone. What happened to the Greeks? Remember that a lot of things happened. They were doing one things, and they turned into a different animal, and then they were making nests, and then they were fighting dogs, and then they were trying to eat apples, and then they were discussing, they were being shot. Now they were transformed, and then they were doing things that were really good. So you have to tell me what happened to the Greeks, what they were doing specifically, okay? So those are going to be the questions for today. This video is really short, but there's a lot of information in it, so you have to watch it carefully, watch it complete, and if you didn't copy the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions, you have to copy them because you are going to need them because exams are almost in here. So remember to copy your questions with a pen. Very important to copy your questions with a pen and your answers with a pencil so I can read them. Remember to copy organized and I can read all the answers. So don't forget, please, to copy your questions with a pen or a color pen, and then your answers with a pencil, very clearly, very organized, okay? So I hope that you're okay, and I hope that you enjoy this, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Wait.